Okay, my friends, we're back at it with some mystery teachings of ancient Egypt. We are talking about the number 6, the heart chakra, the ethereal connection, the esoteric anatomy. We're going to be breaking down some tarot and whatnot. And, of course, we're going to go off of Thy Always Seek, Mystery Teachings of Ancient Egypt, number 7. I know I'm jumping around right now. I just want to make this quick addition. Was watching this video again and wanted to expand. And as always, the mystery teachings and this process of knowledge acquisition and knowledge seeking is ever evolving and growing upon itself. So take everything you see here, but definitely do your own research and know that when it gets into numbers and stuff, numbers are numbing and it's very hard to find a exact correlation, but she makes a lot of very good connections, and I hope to expand significantly just based off bringing in my knowledge base. Let's dive in.
At this time, they are in harmony and full consciousness and have the gift of expression and knowledge shown by the symbols of the serpent and the apples.
The 6th tarot card, the Lovers. This is kind of like the manifestation into the physical plane. The Lovers being the man and the woman, which is the union of the Kundalini within you, but as within, so without. So, of course, all the mystery teachings are always referring to processes happening within you and outside of you. So let's continue.
On this card, for we see that the divine female twin soul is in front of the tree and has access to this knowledge, and the expression of this knowledge is symbolized by the snake, because we see the snake referenced to speech and expression in both the Kabbalah tree of life and scripture.
Quick note here, the woman is by the snake, and in ancient Hyperborean or Celtic mythology, the snake or vril is kind of like the lover that was lost, and in this eternal return, it is awakening like the lover or the vril energy or the snake, which is actually like the woman, and unifying those energies. So actually, like Kundalini, in a sense, is like a very feminine aspect, I guess. But let's just continue on because we're about to dive into the 5th chakra and the idea of expression.
Tree of life, the throat chakra is located at the path of the serpent, and in scripture the serpent speaks to them about eating the divine fruit of knowledge in
Okay, quick note here, my friends. I'm going to go way deeper into the throat chakra at a later date. But the throat chakra, the 5th chakra, Vishuddha, it is the key. When the mystery around the throat chakra, the 5, the Hierophant tarot card it's one of the deepest mysteries. And for instance, like when you open the throat chakra, it's in fact the incarnation or the awakening of the monad or the full creator within you. Because when you open the Vishuddha chakra, it is the spoken word. The word manifests because, yeah, it gets deep. But so basically, if you look at the Egyptian symbol of the Ankh, right? And in the Egyptian hieroglyphs and Egyptian paintings, it would always show the sun god Ra feeding Horus the Ankh into his mouth, and all the deities were always holding Ankhs in their right hand. So every deity is always pictured with an Ankh, and in fact, the deification or anointing of Horus is done when he takes the Ankh, which is the second breath, which is the breath of life. Also, from the Zohar, the Ankh would be the breath of radiance, okay? And this gets into energy work and the subtle breath, the breath with the ethereal body, because when you open up the Ankh, you actually activate the ethereal body, and we can get into Tesla coils, and we can get into energetics and polarity, and how this is a symbol of the electromagnetic field and how it permeates up. But just for right now, what I can do is show you that basically the Ankh is your shoulders, right? Your spine down, and then the halo around your head, the radiance. And right at the center, the knot at the center of the Ankh would be the 5th chakra, okay? Vishuddha. So the 5th chakra is right here at the center of the Ankh, okay? So, and you can feel right in front of your neck, right where it goes in across from your collarbones, right? That is essentially the center of like the energetic loop that goes around your head. It comes back down, and then you have the cross across your shoulders, right? And then you have the spine down. And this knot is very essential in the energetic activation and the basically the incarnation, the 5. The Hierophant is pictured with the keys under his feet, right? The 5 is all about the spoken word, true Quabbalistic man incarnated, right? When you can speak things and manipulate the ether and reality with the spoken word, the angelic language. It's the incarnation of like complete illumination in my understanding of it. And it all has to do with the Ankh, the 5, the 555, the Vishuddha chakra, the most mysterious and like misunderstood chakra, number 1. Got everyone out here in the new age talking about chakras and shit, saying like, oh, it's your throat, it's your center of expression and, you know, authenticity and whatnot. Like, yeah, but like they don't understand the mystery. Like these people talking about chakras and like energy healing and stuff, they don't understand the mystery teachings, the deep esoteric significance of the chakras, of the kundalini, right? When Shakti awakens, the gods will once again walk the earth. It is the god avatar, Kalki, the golden age, aka the golden race, my friends. Like, do you follow? Yeah, but that's the 5, the throat chakra, the Ankh, the second breath, the breath of life, the life force. Let's continue.
Genesis 3:5. For God doth know in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
The highest tier of wisdom is knowledge and good and evil. Manly P. Hall said that, I'm pretty sure. But, like, once again, your eyes will be opened, right? It all has to do with the 5 is such an important number. We'll get back to that. Make a full video, maybe.
3 and 5 equals 8, the immortal soul. And
8 is the symbol of like the full incarnation. 8 is the symbol of the unification and full expression of the being. 5 is kind of like the whatever.
the number 8 is also connected to the heart chakra. So now we understand that the serpent and tree of apples are symbolic for the expressed intellect of the female twin soul. However,
here's what I was going to say. The 8 is like the symbol or like the significance of the heart, which is the ethereal and the physical birthed in together. So the heart chakra is the only portal where the ethereal and the physical, okay? The portal for divinity and the mortal. And the 3 portals for the soul into the body would be the third eye, aka Doth, and which Doth is actually hidden on a tree of life because it's only ethereal. So the third eye is the ethereal portal. The sacral chakra is the physical portal, and the heart is the ethereal and physical portal. So the kundalini rises. So it starts in the sacral, right? And it rises with great ingenuity. So this is the entire Emerald Tablet of Hermes discusses the rise and the descent of the kundalini. Okay? The kundalini rises, and then it connects the sacral up through the ethereal, right? And back into the heart. When this happens, you unify the two into one, creating the Merkaba, okay? Creating the six-sided star, which is the six, which is the lover's card, which is the incarnation into the physical, okay? But essentially, how this applies to the fifth chakra and the number 5 is that 5 is in between the portals of the ethereal and the heart, or the heart is, so it's the plane between basically God consciousness, or the above, or the heavens, and the incarnation in the physical. 6 is always the incarnation in the physical. This world is driven by love in the heart. Okay, this world is a connection between the ethereal and the physical. In between, so the heart, right? The number 5, the throat chakra, lies in between the seat of wisdom, the seat of God, the heavens, and the heart. It is the expression of those two energies into creation. What is creation? Creation is the mixture of the logos, the mind, the divine intellect, God, and love. It is pure wisdom, guided by intelligence, right? And love. That is creation. And it is spoken in between, right? That's why the logos, first there was the logos and the spoken word, then the physical incarnation. We get into the creation story, but it's all describing this.
The divine male twin soul has his divine knowledge
And we continue.
represented by the tree with the 12 flames. The fires are representing his divinity illuminated within him, as they are at the height of consciousness and have full access to their divinity. However, in the background, we can see a steep mountain has been depicted. This is to denote that this will not be a continuous cycle of never-ending planes, but one of changes. The mountain is represented in a phallic way, as it is the male that will forget his divinity first and force Lilith from the garden, as they once again...
This is an aspect I don't wholly agree on, nor have come to any firm conclusions of any kind. But this idea that consciousness ascends and descends with the cycles and the turns of the wheel, that all makes sense to Golden Age. And you can go look at, like the Kali Yuga, the Satyr Yuga, or whatever in the Hindu tradition. You can look at the Mayans, the Andean, the Celtic, the Hyperborean. All these traditions reflect this rise and fall of consciousness, but there is deeper mystery schools that describe the attainment of the immortal self, the unification of the divine masculine, divine feminine in the immortal love and bond, the reunification, the breaking of the circle is actually exiting of this plane. So that it's not that the Elohim or the gods went to sleep, as the Buddha depicts. He's always smiling, with his eyes closed, telling you that the gods are sleeping for a little while. But in fact, that when you reunite through the path of the warrior and the divine masculine awakening and reunifying with the divine feminine, and that unification is actually the frequency of departure from this entire sphere into the realm of Valhalla in one mythology, or there's many different references to that, but so if that makes sense.
again descend in consciousness throughout this cycle. When consciousness leaves them and they forget their divinity, they are no longer welcome in the garden. And we see this in Genesis 3:24. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword which turned every way to guard the way of the tree of life.
Okay, actually, I'm pretty certain that the awakened individual does not ever come back to this plane or cycle. As Hermes would describe, as Master Thoth would describe, the activation of the spaceborne eternal star self and I guess ascent into the higher ethereal planes as the spaceborne self, once you remember your heritage, that you join like a new rank or world of illuminated beings, aka like the heavens or whatnot, right? And then also in the Colburn Bible, in Book 4, the Sons of Fire, Book 4, Chapter 2, it refers to the twice born. The twice born being those who took the second breath of life, baptized in the ether, right? The illuminated, with the aura of the philosopher, right? And these individuals could like leave their body at will. And some chose to stay in the earth realm. And those beings would be like Master Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus, teachers, illuminators, the Buddha, Zoroaster, or whatever. And those who chose to continue on to the realms and planes above, they would join like a new rank. You should really go read Colburn Bible, Book 4, Chapter 2.
2 and 4 equals 6, and 3 is the Trinity. The cherubim guarding the way of the tree of life is symbolic for man descending into lower consciousness, and our worthiness of divine knowledge leaves us, and we are denied of it. As we saw previously on the Quabbalistic.
Yep, I'm really not getting a strong vibe right now that this frequency in which she's speaking on is false. It's not the full truth. It's not some unending eternal cycle of just like rise and fall, descent and ascent. No, there is a, I guess, eternal, there is a return, there is a departure for those who pierce through the mysteries and are accepted into the order of Melchizedek, if you want it that way.
The tree of life. The number 6 lover's card equates to the Sephirah number 6, called Tiferet. This Sephirah is connected to the heart chakra, and in the Hindu tradition, this is known as the Anahata chakra. Its symbol is often shown as a green lotus with 12 flower petals. And in the middle of the lotus is a hexagram, which also represents the number 6. This hexagram is symbolic for the upper ethereal forces and the lower energetic forces of the earthly plane merged.
Okay, we're going to go very deep into this one day, but this is the unification of the above and the below, when you can become the vessel at the center, right? Like I said, it rises and connects the above back to the below, right? Making the heart chakra. When you can make the two into one, right? When you can make the two into one, you will say to the mountains, move, and the mountains will move. Quote, Jesus Christ in the Gospel of Thomas. He's referring to the mountain of ether man is steeped in. Man is locked within a mountain, a pyramid. You are the pyramid, right, with your 3 chambers. And it is the rising of the lower to the upper, right? And then the descent from the upper to the lower, so that the Nile River can flow down the spine, right? And like unify and activate the endocrine system, and the sacred secretion, or the whatever it's called, rises up the spine. So there's a two-way action here. And it starts by bringing your mind actually below, allowing it to rise. So like bathing in the heart of Earth's flame, you must go to the below, right? And allow it to rise up, as the Emerald Tablet of Thoth, tablet number 8, the Key of Mystery, would describe to you the process of becoming formless, the process of bathing in Earth's flame and allowing the Kundalini to rise, right, through the gates, through the fetters of darkness, and then connecting the above to the below and the below to the above, making the two into one and activating the heart chakra. When you activate the heart chakra, you've activated the father, the mother, and the child. I guess that's one way of looking at it, but there's many other ways. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I think we're going to end it right around here. I'm just going to continue on for another few seconds.
Within the heart. As discussed in previous videos, the energy point of the heart is the only energy center in our ethereal body that is anchored in both the physical and ethereal planes. This is where our lower three chakras and higher three chakras meet, and it is not surprising that the name of this chakra is equated to a sound known as the Anahata Nada, the unmade sound. This is a sound not made in the realms of where we dwell.
Ah, you see.
It is the unknown sound of the universe, the prime...
Ah, now you see what I was trying to get at with the creation story. It's the love unified with the wisdom, unified with the earth. Why is the physical important? Hermes, I forget where in the Divine Pymander, discusses that all that is above rests on all that which is below. The nature of the realms and the aeons and the different densities are all rested based off the lowest density, okay? So, like, yeah. I need to go reference Hermes again. But, one last quick little recap. The heart is the 6, is also the 8. The 6 being the incarnation of the divine twin soul into the physical. The 6 being the incarnation of the immortal soul. The heart is the birth of the ether and the physical together. The 6-pointed star. So like the Star of David, right? And then the sacral chakra and the third eye chakra are also other portals for the soul into the physical body. And the unification of the physical with the ethereal through the third eye, right? This would be Doth. Doth is hidden on a tree of life. It doesn't have a point. Why is that? Because Doth is in the ethereal. Because insight, intuition, divine intellect, the logos, doesn't originate in the physical. It is like it is the aspect of God within man. Okay. And the physical down here, the birth of the soul into the physical. This is why you're born through the sacral chakra, right? And when you can bring the physical nature and put your soul on high, so ascend your physical nature up to the ethereal and bring the ethereal back down to the physical, you make the two into one, right? When you can make the two into one, you'll say to mountains move, and the mountains will move. You will activate the heart chakra, the center of the universe, right? You will have all 7 points of creation, all 7 days of creation. So, again, this is this one system of numbers and understanding, and to really understand the mysteries, it goes well beyond any kind of definite number system or even any kind of symbolism or chart. It is a combination of all. To understand any sacred book, you must understand all sacred books. Paracelsus and Manly P. Hall both told you that. And so, like, we're going to go into Kabbalah soon, and we're going to be talking about, like, the Kether, the first portal emanation, right? The first portal of the ether into the being. and the 10 harps that Moses played, right? Your 10 harps, or maybe it was King David who played it, whatever. Your 10 harps being the 10 portals of emanation, the 10 portals of the ether into the being. And when you can play this harp, aka allow the ether to flow through you, aka activate these portals into full fields, right? When you can play all the music of the 10 harps, and this number system links up with this exact number system we're talking about and the tarot. But it's all very like complex and intuitive and dynamic. And someone coming out here with this like analytical, okay, 6 means this, right? You're never going to get it. You got to learn all the systems, right? Like the measure of intellect is your ability to like consider an idea without accepting it nor rejecting it. Openly consider ideas. So take in ideas and think them over, mull them over, right? And let them permeate into your mind. Let them permeate into your mind so you can gain the logos, gain the gnosis, my friends. The spiritual knowing. The divine knowledge, which is an ongoing process. And again, this is an evolution. So I hope you enjoyed this mystery teaching on the number 6, the portals into the physical ether, or what the whole being, and this quick breakdown. Go check out Thy Always Seek, great YouTube channel. Gonna be making more of these. Let me know if you enjoyed. I am coming out with a full, I broke down like a whole bunch of sacred texts, some kind of package, but you can go find them all on my Patreon anyway. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.